In the 80s, there were about 17 black companies funded by the Arts Council and the GLA. London was the key place because the Greater London Authority was really supporting black creativity. I think black was then defined as black and Asian, which made it even more sort of connected and political. I think like 10 years later, there was probably like a handful of companies. So that has made a massive impact on the development of black theatre in all forms in the country. But I think what we have to do, there is definitely a responsibility of younger artists to look back at the art that's been made and to understand ritual theatre, to understand physical theatre, to understand the innovation that happened in that period, because there was so much work. So it has to be a resource, it has to be something that people can study. But then what we also have to have is a marriage between that and the people who are still making work of that generation, respecting the younger generation and what they have to offer. We all do it. We all look at, I was watching the MOBO Awards and I was looking at some of the younger rap and thinking, what the is this? But then I have to remember, but if I was a teenager now, I'd be dancing my arse off to that. So we can't, as the older generation, dismiss what the younger generation, there has to be that respect going both ways. So my thing is really about looking to the past, but being brave enough to look towards the future. I'm very much influenced by Afrofuturism and the potential for us to imagine anything we want and to go for it. And that's what has allowed me to take this company to the next stage and to keep getting the support that I'm getting by constantly focusing on where I want to go. So whilst I'll look to the past for inspiration and further than, you know, black theatre in the UK, I have to keep my eye on my ambitions for where we could be as a race within arts and beyond that. So that is my manifesto for the future, Afrofuturism.